Alright guys, a new update on the price of Bitcoin, and let's look what is happening right now. So I would like to share with you my opinion on the situation in terms of existing of two scenarios. First scenario is bullish, second scenario is relatively bearish. Okay, so for the bullish case, I would say that there are arguments that okay, Bitcoin is super awesome asset, and we had this bottom at $3,000 here, and that's why we moved to $14,000, like 5x very fast. But then we were in a manipulative move together with some reasonable consolidation and actually a correction. But this correction was relatively long and quite deeper than all the previous corrections, so it's quite enough to have that. We had the support in a previous support as well, so after that it led to the fact that we had this 40+% rise in single day, and yeah, that means that probably we had a reversal from that point, and now we are headed to upside, because again here we have a consolidation. If you look at, let's say, a daily time frame, then in principle we have the kind of a bullish flag. Like here is the pole, and then we have the target, something like $11,000. So technically all that looks pretty bullish. Not to mention that we're above the major moving averages, that we are above the support area like $9,000 and so on. Does it make sense? I think it does make sense to a lot of extent, and I do understand the reasonability of such arguments. So in principle, in fact, most of the people are biased towards the bullish side, and I'm not an exception. I also want the price to go up, so probably I'm kind of leaned towards to this, at least in my inside, that I want the price to pump. But there is a second scenario and second group of the arguments. So what I want to point out is, first of all, this pump is very suspicious. It is too fast, it is too huge, and it looks like a short squeeze. And moreover, if we look at the general picture with this correction, we didn't make a higher high, so we generally still have lower high here. Moreover, it's like a wick, so like a small shadow of this candle, and we didn't even go above $10,000 after this second move. And after that, after all this time, we actually, the only thing which we are doing is that we are printing lower highs. Every time we have lower highs here, here, and even here. But actually, in addition to the bullish scenario, right now we are having kind of a reversal, like this rounded bottom type, and in principle it could go down like this. Possible? Yeah, it's really possible. But again, still lower highs. This I don't like. Second thing is that we technically testing almost the same area at the bottom, same support. Of course, here it was it pierced below $9,000, but here as well. And also $9,000 is a key point, and we're testing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 times. The more we test the level, the more likely it will be broken, So it's actually quite weird that we didn't do that so far with so many tests. What it means, that does it mean that we are actually having a really strong support, or does it mean that we are getting manipulated again, and we just have this situation seemingly showing us the strength of the support? And if we will believe that, if we'll go long massively, then at that point it will be broken. I tend to think that it's really possible. Also, in general, the whole consolidation over here looks very similar like this one. So you see also lower highs, and then we have almost the same level tested over and over again. Again, technically we have had higher lows here, one higher low, another higher low, and even here we had a higher low. Here as well, you see we have this low, then probably this low, and this low. They are all a little bit higher, not that dramatically higher, but still we can say that we have higher lows, so it's not that bad. But again, the zone is in principle the same was before in a major consolidation. Now we have again a very similar thing. Moreover, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, then you would see that first time we had this 24.6% Fibonacci retracement over here. We couldn't make it, and in fact we dropped 50% from the top, and then retraced to the first retracement level. Then we almost tested once again the 50% level, and then we are bouncing to 38.2. So Is there any possibility that we will actually break it and go to 61.8? Yes, because this level is not only the level over here with a little bit of the trading price action over here, but also this is a level which Bitcoin loves to return to in many occasions, and it is 8,500, and it's also confluent with the CME gap. So yeah, there are plenty reasons to go here, and in fact the biggest one is that all that looks like a manipulative move indeed. So it was too fast. You see, if the news from China led to such rise, do we really pump on news? Usually what happens is that if the news is positive, then it's like either a fake pump with following dump even bigger than this pump was, or we don't have a pump at all and a lot of people are buying, but instead of that we have the dump. So I would be very, very cautious right here. And even if we'd have playing a safe card, and let's say you are having these levels, so this level of $9,020 is the previous low, so then we have $8,900 and $8,850 as this low. So finally we'll go to $8,500 if we'll break all of those. But on the top we have the levels which are based on the previous high. So it is 9,280, 9,400, 9,500, 9,550, and $9,900. If we will make a higher high, then technically it would imply that we are reversing, right? So we make a higher high, maybe a little pullback, and then like this. So does it mean that we are going up? Well, it looks like that. So we have the rounded bottom, we have the higher high, we made even higher than that, and technically this is the signal for buying, right? For those who are even more cautious, they could wait for another high somewhere around here, and here they could buy or on a test. But considering the situation and scenario which I told you before, we may actually make a fake rally over here, and then we can go down, or here, or here. It's also a possibility, because still not all people believe that we are going up, right? Some people still think that we may go down. So in order to convince them, we can make a higher high, another higher high, and even another higher high. And then after that, as soon as everybody, or the majority of people, will go long and will liquidate a lot of shorts, by the way, on the way to the upside, then we can go low. From here, it depends really on the market conditions, on the real ratio between long positions and short positions, and so on and so forth. So the only one thing to do right now is to trade with a short stop order, well, relatively short, like below $9,000 at least. Yes, you will probably lose your long position if you'll do that in case the price will go down, or you can make a short order and put it somewhere with the liquidation above $9,500 or something like that, and that would be another loss if the price will go higher. But yeah, this is a kind of a risk you would have to take, but technically you still would have to guess 50-50, because none of those arguments has the higher impact than the others. So that is my opinion. Please leave a comment what you think, and what do you think the price will go, where it will go up or down. But so far that is it for today. I will keep you updated. I hope that it was useful, and thank you for watching.